Okay boys, so I'm going to take you through a few things. Good start, we get a tip off the tap and we start off, Jace brings the ball out, which is good, but I want to stop us here. Now we're trying to run this thumbs up offense, which means that we get the ball from the ball carrier into the middle and get the play started there where he can actually go at the ring, have a dump pass low or the three-pointer. Perfect opportunity would have been here, but Emmett's too high, so you need to get down to that dunk spot. Or even play the middle and send Gus down there. The other is I probably prefer Jace without the ball, being that he's one of our better shooters. But having Lun ready to catch and shoot was good, and Max is in good position as well. So we get into the dribble handoff, and that's good. Lun makes a great aggressive move there. Max does the same. But as I said to Max at the time, there's a really good play here, but where he looks, Jace is pretty covered by this guy, and the big's right there. There's a nice big space right here where you can cut back in for an easier take, or even get the foul to the line. I wanted to stop it just up here as well. Jace does a great job pushing that the guy with the ball to the line, and what happens is we end up being really flat across that sort of section here. What I'd like to see is Emmett coming up a bit higher and trying to see whether we can get the trap. We had the numbers, we've got three back, and anyone shooting, we've got Jace and Emmett to cover the three. Here's it again, just so you can see. Just going to stop it here, because with this big guy and Jace being at his height, it's a really good opportunity to bother the ball. If Jace had gone over rather than under, we could have been a little bit more bothering there. Max has got a good position to cover the runner off the screen, and everyone being flat at the back gives us good coverage for anything downhill. When they inbound, just a couple of things. Once he stops dribbling the ball, I want to be on him straight away. The other is we sort of get a little bit lost here on the switches. Lun, Jace not communicating well. Jace is then sort of lost. We leave that wide open. Jace just cover the man, and everyone else needs to support. So the camera goes a bit haywire, but from what we can see, Emmett goes left, looks to try and pass right. If we look at the draw play setup that we've got, we are basically driving to one side and drawing as much as we can to kick to an open three. Max is in a perfect position here, and even a swing pass to Lun gives us two options from the three, but everyone is split line, so we can attack the open space really well from this point. Just watch where we're passing. Once we get the ball started, you know, I hate these cross-court passes under pressure, but okay, Lun does a great job to bring all the defenders to him. Gus, wide open layup. Next time, Gussie, I want to see you dunk that shit. Now they're going to run basically the same version that we are, where they're trying to get the ball into the big man, run the play from there. Jace does a great job trying to bother him, and as I sort of said at the start, sometimes these big guys, they're just not as good as they look. He has 3 attempts, we get the ball out quickly, great pass here, Jay's got to make a finish. I just want to bring you back about the rebounding. We talked about this at the start of the game. I want to see us boxing him away and somebody else getting the rebound. Because we don't do that, we give him more chances to have more shots, and we also bring more people in to help him. We had a 2-on-1 scenario. One person takes him out, the other person gets the board. And this comes back to my point before. As soon as the big's got it, Jace is at the height where it's perfect, get the tap, and he's off to the races. Easy layup. In transition here, this is perfect. We've got Jason Max running the wing, perfect outlet, extra pass, and Looney just got to make that shot, but that was really well done. Gus on the follow, perfect. Here again, Emmett makes a great move, but with the wings running so wide, we've got perfect opportunity for a pass here. At this point, we need to sort of look at our threat matrix, and we look at him being the tallest as the biggest threat. Now, he hasn't really made a layup. He definitely doesn't hit a three, and he likes to get the ball at the top. What I'd like to see is a switch and probably send Lund to look after him, Gus to stay where he is, maintain that pressure, but we would be able to put him under pressure a lot earlier and probably see him slip up a lot quicker. So now we operate the thumbs high, which is great. Gus gets the ball in the middle and can decide what he wants to do from there. Max is on a good angle, and Lund and Jace are both in the corner. Look how the defense is now swarmed to the middle, which makes a perfect opportunity to either make a play and draw so that we can kick to the three, or like what we see here, Jace goes baseline with a really good option and just some cleaner passing. We would have got some cleaner shots. Max does the right thing in attacking the paint, which brings everyone for a nice wide open layup from Gus. Just missed it. This is probably one of the things that annoys me the most about our team, is that we make these moves, but we don't look or think. So Emmett at this point has driven right, which was fine. He got a good screen from Max, but now we've got 4-on-1, and we have a great shooter in Hunter standing there all alone, and Max, who could cut with a little dump pass, and nobody wants to stand in front of that when he's going downhill. So both of those options are so much better options than what was taken, and we just need to be really, really aware that if there's 4 people there with us, there's at least 2 of our men who aren't being covered. This is more an awareness thing that, again, Emmett's done well in getting to the post where there's really 3 defenders. Coops' defender has come straight off him. They don't know how good he is at shooting. What we've run here is Coops has tried to run the middle, which is like the post cut play, but given he's given you that much space, Cooper would have just stayed there. Emmett hit you at the top, and I mean, that's the easiest 3-pointer on the whole court, is where you're right in the middle of the court shooting that. So I'd much rather see you wait than where we sort of got to. This is a situation where we talk about trying to figure out when to get your hands in and not. Max does a great job keeping the big under the backboard. Lund comes over to help, but at the risk of leaving his man open. This guy's had a couple of shots so far, so we know he likes to shoot, and in turn, we pay the penalty for leaving him behind. What I'd like to see here is, instead of committing to the double, is that we just hedge, keeping our eyes on where the big's going, but also staying close enough that we can be there to put the shot off should it come across, and then we work out the rest from there. But just don't overcommit to that one person, leaving the other one wide open. when the big guy's off the floor, we shouldn't be losing rebounds. We talked about this during the game as well. Max does really well in bringing the ball up. Max Dickinson does a great job in setting the screen, but then we forget all about where he is, and he's all alone there with the double teams coming to press. Getting the ball to him quicker and moving away from that is going to give us better options. Firstly, really great that you guys ran the stack here. Whoever the inbounder was, it's just a matter of just having that patience, because the stack worked really well. Everyone broke really great, but as we can see, we've gone for the long overpass to Coops, where if we'd just seen a little bit longer, we could have bounced past straight into Gus. Gus could have gone to work one-on-one on the big fella, which would have been a good option. Even then, if they'd sent the help with number 3, we've got Jace wide open in the corner for a 3. Just in this one, Jace makes a great run at the sideline, and Gus, he just sort of gets stuck watching. What I'd like to see is either you set the screen and let Jace get going, or run that middle lane and be the option that he can lob over the top, and then you're just running downhill. Same thing happens again here. Emmett, you're just sort of caught watching. The big guy is the last guy to come up the court, so we have all the advantage. And Jace, being as quick as he is, manages to run the full length of the sideline. If we just made the middle cut, we obviously give him an option, and we're either going to bring the defender away from him to cover the middle, or we're going to lob it over the top, and we've got a straightforward transition. So again, we need to look at the threat matrix, and old Green Shoes here has hit a 3 and a couple of jumpers. So we probably have Emmett as not a great perimeter defender out on him, where we could have switched. And as you'll see, Chris disappears away from where this play is because there's a player up on the left of screen. We don't need to worry about him. So Chris, I'd rather see that coming across for a double and then recover than leave him where he was. And with Chris being one of our best defenders on our team, I'd probably like to see him switch with Emmett and do what you do, Chris, in bothering that shot. And Emmett, you can sort of fall to the middle and be loose until we see the guy from out of screen come back into the play and work ourselves out from there. Great work in running the thumbs up, and it worked perfectly. We end up going to the line to shoot 2.